Hi, welcome to VNN. We have with us today Sarah Paterson, founder and board member of ComKids, registered Canadian charity, which is dedicated to shaping the future of Canadian youth through technology and education. Welcome to VNN, Sarah. Tell us something, give us a background about ComKids and your role in it.
Well, thank you for having me first and foremost. And I'm so grateful to be here representing ComKids. ComKids was established in 1998, basically to level the playing field around technology. And this was founded by G. Scott Paterson, who happens to be my husband. And he's in the tech industry, so he thought it was a natural fit. And back then, when you were sort of funding technology or computers for youth, they were much, much more expensive. And so the idea of the charity was to have youth who are financially disadvantaged be given the opportunity to be able to do your homework or have technology for education purposes, to level out that playing field. If you don't have any technology back then, but even more so post-pandemic, then you really your rate of success lowers significantly.
So, what exactly do you do in ComKids?
So ComKids has basically a three-prong approach. So we give out laptops, and then we include a digital literacy program and the connectivity, and learning. So the learning part is the programs that we have online, and the connectivity is if you don't have any internet in your home, then we also provide internet in your home. And these are all provided to really fantastic youth in grade 7. And they're at a disadvantage, like rural communities and marginalized communities. So they have to become part of our program. So what happens is that the principal presents this program to the students in need. And we work with, a lot of different school boards. We have 6 school board partners and multiple community partners, basically. And so each principal or manager of whatever community partner, they present a student who's in need. And then the youth answers a survey related to technology in their home. And then their surveys are reviewed, and they're admitted into our program. So we're going to service 1,200 youth in the 2023-2024 program. We've serviced 500 Indigenous youth in the last couple of years, which I'm very proud of, being Indigenous myself. And then we have, our delivery partners and our community organization partners. We're expanding on that as well. So that's basically the sort of program in a nutshell.
Any particular region that you cover? Where are the laptops being distributed?
Yeah, so right now they're in 8 provinces. So we have York Region, Ottawa, Waterloo, Prince Albert, Niagara, and the TDSB. And then our community partnership programs are the Arab Community Center of Toronto, Big Brothers and Sisters of Toronto, Christie Ossington Neighborhood Center, the Delta Family Resource Center, Inner City Outreach, the Jewish Immigration Aid Service, Outside Looking In. So through those partnerships and partners, we have we're across the 8 provinces. Yes.
Have these laptops been donated by companies, or do you purchase them?
Yeah, we purchased new laptops. We have been working with HP, and so we get the laptops from HP, and then we distribute the new laptops, and we have sort of that educational piece around, from opening them to our digital side.
Okay, there are reports that about 11% of Canadian homes don't have internet access, and that is not an acceptable thing, isn't it? In this age, and how are we going to solve this internet access, and who pays for these? So
Yeah, I mean, listen, 11% don't have internet access, but that, extends beyond just sort of this one person. So when we service a youth, it often services their siblings and even sometimes their parents and their family, so it is, it's not just a straight 11%. Each family has multiple people in their home who are not having any digital technology and, internet. And that is tough in this day and age. Pre-pandemic, I think the value of understanding about technology in the house was, I think we shone a light on it given the pandemic, and we all realized how much technology is needed. And then the jump from education to be pushed online and now continuing online, we now know that the need for technology is more than ever, considering where we are at. And, they say something like 65% of the jobs that our youth will be working are not yet decided. So, there are jobs in technology. So if you don't have technology, you don't have a fighting opportunity to have, a job in the future, given the way that our world are going. So it's an unfair disadvantage compared to their peers. So we're really trying to sort of work that out and help.
Yeah, this digital skills. I mean, how do you impart this training? Is it online or in person in classrooms?
Yeah. We have different kind of digital programs. They've been in classrooms. They've also been led by teachers. We've gone to the online masterclass type ideas and the online programs. So we have a variety of ways which we deliver the programs to the youth, and they have to complete them by a certain point to keep their laptop. And we recently had an alumni, a graduate of the program who is a nurse, and she is a remote nurse all over. And she, during the pandemic, went all over even to remote Indigenous reserves. So, she reached out to us and said, this really impacted my life in a positive. And without the ComKids program, I may not have been able to do what I've done. And I'm so grateful and appreciative that I want to give back. So we do have, people like, Tina, who's reaching out and wanting to be a part of ComKids. So it's really, we're really getting to see, because, 1998, we're really getting to see the impact it's had on our youth and what they're able to do. So it's been an amazing, journey so far.
Of course, technology is disrupting every sector of the economy, jobs everywhere. I mean, any particular sector that you are focusing on? Any specific jobs that will be gone in the coming years?
For ComKids, I mean, I'm not sure what sort of job sector we focus on per se. I'm a techie, so I have my own personal views on these. But these are all sort of things that we're in conversation with about now. I mean, the tech is always changing. So how do we integrate? I know right now we're looking at a partnership, for example, with STEM that will be integrated to our program. And so we're working that out. So, there's a lot of things like AI and STEM. So, we're trying to keep up with the times and try to have this continuous education on our end as well.
Do you teach something about, say, robotics or drone technology and everything about the future? And do you consider those also in your curriculum or syllabus or program?
Drones, I think, are not particularly part of ours. Ours is more of given the laptops, and then what can you do? And, it's not just the technology here. It's also the confidence, right? That someone believes in you. I mean, when some of these youth get these laptops and they, are chosen, and they're given an opportunity, it really builds up their confidence and their self-worth. And so these sort of programs that we have, we're focused right now on cyberbullying, protecting yourself, privacy, really important matters so that these, youths, these grade 7s understand that having technology is amazing and then extending it to protect themselves as well. So there's a big piece of education there that I think we're helping with around, what we're doing for our youth.
Any major programs for the coming year?
Pardon me?
Any major programs for the coming year, the next year?
Yeah, we're looking at expanding. We're really focused on expanding right now. We'd like to sort of get into every single province. So that's what we're working on. We're working on some future partnerships. The STEM one, for example, is the one we're currently working on. So, we've got some great community partners that we're working with as we speak to sort of bring in these nouveau, online technology programs for them to learn.
When you say this under-resourced communities, I mean, where are they, in Ontario or elsewhere?
Yeah, they're both Ontario and elsewhere. So they can be remote communities like Indigenous people who have no real technology infrastructure, and then right here in Toronto where we are. So it just depends on the needs and who you are.
Do you get any government assistance in these programs?
We've received government grants in the past. We do apply every year for government grants. We hope to get more government grants. It would be nice to see the government sort of step up in this capacity. I think this is a super important education is huge, and I think we need to invest in our next generation. And so, but we've been so grateful for what they've done, and we hope they continue to continue supporting us as well.
I mean, your programs, they don't overlap with the government programs, eh?
Our programs don't overlap with the government programs. I'm not, I don't, if I'm understanding your question correctly, or is the government sort of helping us with the programs? No, they don't as of yet.
But I mean, the government also has its own programs in the digital education and
yeah, we have our own programs and they have their own programs. It would be nice if some sort of pairing up could happen.
I mean, where do your funds come from then? Is it just donations or how do you raise the funds?
So we have a couple ways we get grants. We have some annual donors, and then and we have a couple of events. So particularly I have an event called the Masquerade Ball, and it's in October at Casa Loma, and it's we raised $350,000 this year. This was our second year doing it. We started in COVID, coming out of COVID. So the first year, our inaugural year, we were given the go ahead. So we said, let's do this. And this year we had a really successful year of bringing in sort of new supporters and getting the word out there of what ComKids is doing. So this is an example of some of the where funds come from. So we have another mixer event in usually March or April, and that's at the Hockey Hall of Fame. And then we have our annual donors and through some other partners as well, such as RSM. So yeah, we've got a variety of donors. We're looking to obviously grow and expand. So we're looking, to build and develop more relationships with more sort of foundations to continue to grow this program.
Do any of these internet companies help you out in this program? I mean, Bell, Rogers, and TELUS, etc.
Yeah, so TELUS is a great sponsor. We've been working with TELUS for the last 2 years, and we are so grateful to have TELUS. TELUS has a wonderful future-friendly foundation, and the Future-Friendly Foundation supports youth in education, and they're the top business company who has given the most amount of money, over $1 billion in funds towards education. So they've started sponsoring us, and we've been building out a wonderful relationship. Jay McCauley, who sort of is one of the leads over there, he has been fantastic in recognizing what ComKids does and the support around it.
Anything else you want to tell our viewers about ComKids?
I think ComKids is, we have such a great program for our youth. So, if anyone can pass it along, you would really be paying it forward to helping out any student or family who needs technology. I mean, can you imagine a day without your technology? I mean, we're chewing technology. We're on technology right now. I mean, even forget that. How about a phone? Imagine a day in the life without a phone. I just can't. And I know a lot of people can't as well. So when you're thinking about your giving, and there's many great opportunities to give to, but, investing in our youth and paying it forward and expanding so we really can level the playing field is super important to us. So thank you for this opportunity and learning about ComKids, and hopefully we can continue to grow with opportunities like this.
Thank you, Sarah. I mean, that is a quite insightful conversation. Anyway, good. All the best for ComKids, and thank you for appearing on our show.
Well, thank you very much for having me, and have a wonderful day.
You too. Thanks, Sarah.
Bye-bye.